The following is a presentation of RCN News in English on TV Colombia, because TV Colombia is RCN throughout the world.
More security searches for those flying out of Colombia. Grab a hotel room in Cartagena while you can. Granny's big birthday in Valledupar. And the festivities at the Feria de Cali. But our top story this Tuesday, Turbo Antioquia cleaning up and drying out from massive flooding. An aerial view of the situation from Monday afternoon, courtesy of the Colombian National Police. As you can see, much of the town is coated in mud, and a large portion of the riverfront is still underwater. Residents of Florencia will take to the streets today, calling for justice in the kidnapping and murder of Caquetá Governor Luis Francisco Cuellar. He was abducted by the FARC just before Christmas. The march will begin at the Los Colonos Monument and end in the Plaza de San Francisco in the center of Florencia. As we reported, the Colombian government is offering huge reward money for information that leads to the persons responsible. Expect a longer wait to get to your gate if you're flying out of Colombia for the U.S. New security screening procedures are in place for all international passengers leaving the country. Not only will you pass through the metal detectors and have your bags x-rayed, but you can also expect to have your hand baggage searched twice, maybe 3 times, before you walk down the jetway. It's all part of ramped-up security screening measures in the wake of that attempted bombing of a flight from Amsterdam to Detroit on Christmas. Big fire at an apartment tower in Medellin's Pinocho neighborhood late last night. The blaze destroyed a unit on the 5th floor of the building. Looks like an electrical problem started this one. No one was hurt. Police foil a robbery at the Campestre Club Resort in Florida Blanca, Santander. 3 men and a teenager were arrested. Police say the gang tied up employees and guests for several hours, stole more than 200 million pesos in cash, and then started to steal furniture and other items that they loaded into a truck. People who live near the resort noticed that something was out of the ordinary and called police. Cartagena is a hot New Year's destination. Great weather, great parties, and beautiful people. The city's filling up fast, so if you're trying to get there for New Year's, there are less than 700 hotel rooms available now. That means the city has close to a 90% occupancy rate. So if your favorite place is booked, do what I do. Just go online and rent an apartment in Laguito or Boca Grande. Chances are you'll get a great deal. Big traffic jams on the first night of no Pico and Placa in Bogotá. Traffic police say it wasn't the volume of cars and trucks, but rather the evening rainstorm that caused the backup. Pico and Placa is the mandatory vehicular restriction that requires you to leave your car or truck parked at home 2 days a week to cut down on the huge number of cars on the road. The mayor has rescinded the order until January 15th, so many people have left town for the holidays, creating less traffic flow.
Hello, I'm Valentina Cifuentes with an update on the festivities at the Feria de Cali. Let's begin with a look at the Cali Viejo Parade. It's one of the highlights of this year's event. More than 2,000 performers thrilled the huge crowds as the parade made its way through the city. Next up, a bullfight. As you know, bullfighting is a huge tradition at the Feria. And this year marks a huge comeback for a Spanish bullfighter called El Juli. He's been out of the mix for the last 8 seasons and had a huge triumph Monday afternoon at the Cañaveralejo bull ring. Not only did he kill the bull, but he managed to cut off 3 ears. It all ended with the bullfighter being carried away to a round of applause. Mexican singer Vicente Fernandez arrived in Cali last night. He and Marc Anthony are expected to thrill thousands of Caleños at the Pascual Guerrero Stadium tonight. The big concert will also include performances by Tito el Bambino, Jorge Celedón, y Son de Cali. And speaking of concerts, here's a look at the performances last night on the RCN stage in Cali. As you may know, RCN is Vamos por ti, Colombia. Some of the channel's biggest names teamed up with Colombian musicians to give the crowd a great time. So you got photos or videos from your visit to this year's Feria de Cali? Post them on our Facebook fan page right now. Okay. Right, Brian?
Absolutely. And next week, you're going to be covering the Feria de Manizales.
Feria de Manizales, of course, from my hometown.
She is my Manizaleña. That's going to do it for our news this Tuesday, December the 29th, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. And happy birthday to Elodio Barcera Ardila in Valledupar. She's got a few years up on Dr. Andrews up there in Palm Beach, Florida, because she is 116 years old. She was born in Norte de Santander, but has spent the last 60 years living in the department of Cesar in Valledupar, the capital of Vallenato music. Her secret to good health? She says it's all about eating right. She's got 4 kids, 47 grandkids, 157 great-grandkids, and 58 great-great-grandchildren. That's the RCN News in English, bringing Colombia to the world.
This has been a presentation of RCN News in English, online at colombianews.tv, on TV Colombia, on Facebook, and on Twitter at Colombia News.